Shalom. Welcome back to the Cepher Daily Readings. Thank you for joining me. We are in Exodus, Shemoth, chapter 13. But before we continue, let's review. Pharaoh refuses to let the people go. Each time he refuses, through Aaron and Moses, the Most High Yah sends him another plague. We are now up to a total of 10 plagues. We started with water to blood, frogs, lice, flies, pestilence, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and then the death of the firstborn. You can go back into Exodus and you can start reading about these plagues starting in Exodus chapter 7 all the way through chapter 11. And so upon the death of the firstborn, now this plague only affected the Egyptians, not the children of Yasharel, as long as they had blood, a marking of blood on the two posts and then a cross. And so then that the angel of death would then pass over those homes and they would be safe from this plague. But all the rest of Egypt would suffer the death of the firstborn, including animals. This is why it's referred to as Pesach in Hebrew, but we know it in English as Passover. The angel of death would pass over the homes with the blood on the posts. And furthermore, in chapter 12, the Most High tells Moshe and Aaron, tells them that a certain month is now going to be the beginning of months, or the beginning of the year for them, and to observe this in all throughout their entire generations. So go back and make note. Chapter 12, you're going to see another marker, another time that the Most High is wanting us to observe. He is appointing this time. He gives us the month, the day, and tells us exactly what to do, tells his people exactly what to do on each day to observe this feast, to honor him, to glorify him, and to observe this feast throughout this first month of the year. And at the end of chapter 12, we have 600,000 men that are making their way out of Egypt, that are in this Exodus. 600,000 men. It does not include children. It does not include women. It's 600,000 men. Furthermore, there's a mixed multitude. So these would not be the natural born children of Yasharel. Mixed multitude that are sojourning with the children of Yasharel that are now exiting Egypt. Moreover, chapter 12, verse 40. Make note of this. Now the sojourning of the children of Yasharel who dwelt in the land of Mitzrayim and in the land of Canaan, they and their fathers, was 430 years. Not to be confused with Genesis chapter 15, verse 13, when Abram was asleep and the Most High visits him and gives him a vision and tells him, your people, your descendants, will be afflicted for 400 years. So that's 400 years of affliction of the descendants of Abraham, not to be confused with the 430 years that the children of Yasharel had sojourned. They sojourned. They were not afflicted. They were not in bondage for 430 years. So just want to make that distinction and do not confuse those two timelines, okay? So now we can continue with verse 13. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever opens the womb among the children of Yasharel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moshe said unto the people, Remember this day in which you came out from Mitzrayim, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand Yahuwah brought you out from this place. There shall no chametz be eaten. This day came you out in the month Abib. Verse 3, notice that the Most High Yah refers to Mitzrayim, Egypt, as the house of bondage. Egypt is known as the house of bondage. Furthermore, in verse 4, we now have the first time a month is named, Abib. The Most High says on verse 4, "This day came you out in the month of Abib." Verse 5, and it shall be when Yahuwah shall bring you into the land of the Canaanite, the Canaanites, and the Hittim, the Hittites, and the Amorim, the Amorites, and the Hivim, the Hivites, and the Jebusim, the Jebusites, which he swore 7 oaths unto your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep this service in this month. 7 days you shall eat matzah, in the 7th day shall be a feast to Yahuwah. Matzah shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall be no chametz be seen with you, neither shall there be leaven seen with you in all your quarters. And you shall show your son in that day, saying, This is done, because of that which Yahuwah did unto me when I came forth out of Mitzrayim. And it shall be for a sign unto you upon your hand, and for a memorial between your eyes, that Yahuwah's Torah may be in your mouth. For with a strong hand has Yahuwah brought you out of Mitzrayim. You shall therefore guard this ordinance in its appointed time from year to year. And it shall be when Yahuwah shall bring you into the land of the Canaanite, as he swore 7 oaths unto you and to your fathers, and shall give it to you, that you shall set apart unto Yahuwah all that open the womb, and every firstling that comes of a beast which you have. The males shall be Yahuwah's, and every firstling of an ass you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you will not redeem it, then you shall break his neck, and all the firstborn of man among your children shall you redeem. And it shall be when your son asks you in time to come, saying, What is this? That you shall say unto him, By strength of hand Yahuwah brought us out from Mitzrayim, from the house of bondage. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that Yahuwah slew all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to Yahuwah all that opens the womb, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem. And it shall be for a mark upon your hand, and for frontlets between your eyes, for by strength of hand Yahuwah brought us forth out of Mitzrayim. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that Elohim led them not through the way of the land of the Philistine, although that was near. For Elohim said, Lest perchance the people repent when they see war, and they return to Mitzrayim. But Elohim led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea. And the children of Yasharel went up, harnessed out of the land of Mitzrayim. And Moshe took the bones of Yosef with him, for he had straitly sworn 7 oaths to the children of Yasharel, saying, Elohim will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones away hence with you. And they took their journey from Sukkot, and encamped in Etham, in the edge of the wilderness. And Yahuwah went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light, to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night, from before the people. Chapter 14. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, that they turn and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, over against Baal Zephon, before it shall you encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Yasharel, They are entangled in the land, the wilderness has shut them in, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, that the Mitzrayim may know that I am Yahuwah. And they did so. And it was told the king of Mitzrayim, that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants were turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Yasharel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot, and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Mitzrayim, and captains over every one of them. And Yahuwah hardened the heart of Pharaoh king of Mitzrayim, and he pursued after the children of Yasharel, and the children of Yasharel went out with a high hand. But the Mitzrayim pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen, and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea, beside Pi-hahiroth, before Baal Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Yasharel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Mitzrayim marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Yasharel cried out unto Yahuwah, and they said unto Moshe, Because there were no graves in Mitzrayim, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore have you dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Mitzrayim? Is not this the word that we did tell you in Mitzrayim, saying, Let us alone, that we may serve the Mitzrayim? For it would have been better for us to serve the Mitzrayim than that we should die in the wilderness. The people are complaining to Moshe, saying, We were better off being left in Egypt. Why did you take us out to the wilderness just to die? Verse 13. And Moshe said unto the people, Fear you not, stand still, and see the deliverance of Yahuwah, which he will show to you today. For the Mitzrayim, whom you have seen today, you shall see them again, no more, forever. Yahuwah shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Wherefore cry you unto me? Speak unto the children of Yasharel, that they go forward. But lift up your rod, and stretch out your hand over the sea, and divide it. And the children of Yasharel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Mitzrayim, and they shall follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh, and upon all his host, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the Mitzrayim shall know that I am Yahuwah, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the angel of Elohim, which went before the camp of Yasharel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face, and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Mitzrayim and the camp of Yasharel, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. And Moshe stretched out his hand over the sea, and Yahuwah caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land. And the waters were divided. And the children of Yasharel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand, and on their left. And the Mitzrayim pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to pass that in the morning morning watch, Yahuwah looked unto the host of the Mitzrayim through the pillar of fire. I'll do that again. And it came to pass that in the morning watch, Yahuwah looked unto the host of the Mitzrayim through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Mitzrayim, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drove them heavily, so that the Mitzrayim said, Let us flee from the face of Yasharel, for Yahuwah fights for them against the Mitzrayim. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Mitzrayim, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moshe stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength when the morning appeared. And the Mitzrayim fled against it. And Yahuwah overthrew the Mitzrayim in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Yasharel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left hand. Thus Yahuwah saved Yasharel that day out of the hand of the Mitzrayim, and Yasharel saw the Mitzrayim dead upon the seashore. And Yasharel saw that the great work which Yahuwah did upon the Mitzrayim, and the people feared Yahuwah, and believed Yahuwah, and his servant Moshe. Chapter 15. Then Moshe and the children of Yasharel sang this song unto Yahuwah, and spoke, saying, I will sing unto Yahuwah, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has he thrown into the sea. Yah is my strength and song, and he is become my deliverance. He is my El, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's Eloi, and I will exalt him. Yahuwah is a man of war. Yahuwah is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host he has cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Your right hand, O Yahuwah, is become glorious in power. Your right hand, O Yahuwah, has dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of your excellency, you have overthrown them that rose up against you. You sent forth your wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of your nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. You blew with your ruach, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto you, O Yahuwah, among the Elohim? Who is like you, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? You stretched out your right hand, the earth swallowed them. You in your mercy have led forth the people which you have redeemed. You have guided them in your strength unto your holy habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Pelesheth. Then the Elophim of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of your arm, they shall be as still as a stone, till your people pass over. O Yahuwah, till the people pass over, which you have purchased. You shall bring them in, and plant them in the mountain of your inheritance, in the place, O Yahuwah, which you have made for you to dwell in the sanctuary, O Adonai, which your hands have established. Yahuwah shall reign forever and ever, for the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea. And Yahuwah brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Yasharel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. And Miriam answered them, Sing you to Yahuwah, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has he thrown into the sea. So Moshe brought Yasharel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness, and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink from the waters. So Moshe brought Yasharel from the Red Sea, And they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink from the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moshe, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto El Yahuwah, and Yahuwah showed him a tree, which he had cast into the waters. The waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them, and said, If you will diligently hearken to the voice of Yahuwah Elohim, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and guard all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon you, which I have brought upon the Mitzrayim, for I am Yahuwah Roheka. And they came to Tehilliym, where were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. Chapter 16. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the assembly of the children of Yasharel came into the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departing out of the land of Mitzrayim. There is another date to make note of. Again, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departing out of the land of Mitzrayim. Verse 2. And the whole assembly of the children of Yasharel murmured against Moshe and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Yasharel said unto them, Would to Elohim we had died by the hand of Yahuwah in the land of Mitzrayim, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full? For you have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Then said Yahuwah unto Moshe, Behold, I will rain bread from the heavens for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will whether they will walk in my Torah or no. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moshe and Aaron said unto all the children of Yasharel, At evening then you shall know that Yahuwah has brought you out from the land of Mitzrayim. And in the morning then you shall see the glory of Yahuwah, for that he hears your murmurings against Yahuwah. And what are we, that you murmur against us? And Moshe said, This shall be, when Yahuwah shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that Yahuwah hears your murmurings, which you murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against Yahuwah. And Moshe spoke unto Aaron, saying unto all the assembly of the children of Yasharel, Come near before Yahuwah, for he has heard your murmurings. And it came to pass, as Aaron spoke unto the whole assembly of the children of Yasharel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of Yahuwah appeared in the cloud. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Yasharel. Speak unto them, saying, At even you shall eat flesh, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah Elohim. And it came to pass that in the evening the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoar frost on the ground. And when the children of Yasharel saw it, they said one to another, It is manna, for they knew not what it was. And Moshe said unto them, This is the bread which Yahuwah has given you to eat. This is the thing which Yahuwah has commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man according to the number of your persons. Take you every man for them which are in his tents. And the children of Yasharel did so, and gathered, some more, some less. And when they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moshe said, Let no man leave of it till the morning. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moshe, but some of them left of it until the morning, and it bred worms, and stank. And Moshe was angry with them. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for 1 man. And all the rulers of the assembly came and told Moshe. And he said unto them, This is that which Yahuwah has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Shabbat unto Yahuwah. Bake that which you will bake today, and seed that you will seed. And that which remains overlay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moshe bade. And it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moshe said, Eat that today, for today is a Shabbat unto Yahuwah. Today you shall not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Shabbat, in it there shall be none. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, How long refuse you to guard my commandments and my Torah? See, for that Yahuwah has given you the Shabbat, therefore he gives you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide you every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day, and the house of Yasharel called the name thereof manna. And it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moshe said, This is the thing which Yahuwah commands. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Mitzrayim. And Moshe said unto Aaron, Take a pot, and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before Yahuwah, to be kept for your generations. As Yahuwah commanded Moshe, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony, to be kept. And the children of Yasharel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to a land inhabited. They did eat manna, until they came unto the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah. That's the end of chapter 16. On to Psalms. Psalms, Tehilliym, chapter 17. A prayer of David. Hear the right, O Yahuwah. Attend unto my cry. Give ear unto my prayer, that goes not out of feigned lips. Let my sentence come forth from your presence. Let your eyes behold the things that are equal. You have proved my heart. You have visited me in the night. You have tried me and shall find nothing. I am purposed that my mouth shall not transgress. Concerning the works of men, by the word of your lips, I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up your goings in your cycles. Hold up my goings in your cycles, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon you, for you will hear me. O El, incline your ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show your marvelous loving kindness. O you that save by your right hand them which put their trust in you, from those that rise up against them. Guard me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of your wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies, who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. Like as a lion, that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Yahuwah, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is your sword, from men which are your hand, O Yahuwah, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly you fill with your hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold your face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with your likeness. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. In the name of the only begotten Son, Yahushai, Yahusha, HaMashiach, and in the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are following along. May this be a blessing to you. Have a wonderful day. Shalom.